Are you prepping yet? Are you getting ready? Are you prepping your foods? Do you know how to prep your foods?
Yes.
Well, today we're going to be talking about how to prep your foods for long-term storage.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, because it's really important to be able to prep your food, because if it ain't no more food in the grocery stores, how can you prep what you have now to make it last?
That's right.
Okay,
Absolutely.
tell me what you think. Tell me a couple of things.
Well, one, I would go to the store and get some chicken and start canning.
Okay, so canning would be one. If you get you a little canning pot, you can can. You can get them at Walmart.
Absolutely.
You can get them at, I believe, every
Amazon.
every department store. Like you can get a little canner, and basically for your chickens, you can for. 75 minutes for your red meats. You can for 90 minutes for your vegetables. You can for 40 minutes. So it's so many different things. And once you put these into the jars and you can them, they last for 5 to 10 years. So it's really good. No matter if it's meats, vegetables, or whatever you want it to actually be, it'll last for a good duration of time.
Correct.
Okay. You have any?
Yes. The next would be that humidifier one. Is that the humidifier? The one that you could put apples and...
No, you're talking about a dry freezer.
A dry freezer.
A dry freezer. Now, a dry freezer can be a little bit expensive for some people, but a dry freezer is a good way to preserve food as well. And once you put it in the dry freezer, those foods last for 25 to 30 years because it takes all the oxygen, all the water, all the moisture out of it, and it's like air. And then once you put it back in the water, it rejuvenates, and it's like brand new. You can do eggs, you can do milk, you can do juice, you can do meats, you can do steak, you can do any fruit, you can do whatever you want to do, and it'll last for 25 to 30 years.
Right. Now, what is the one that I was trying...
You're talking about the dehydrator.
The dehydrator, yes.
You do have a dehydrator machine, and that's if we're pronouncing it right. I think we have a couple of those.
Yes, we do.
We have like 3 or 4 of those. But you dehydrate the food, and that lasts for a lifetime as well, 20 to 30 years. But that particular one, it do take some time. So a lot of it, you just have to take your time to actually do it. But that's why we are saying to go ahead and do it now, because it's really important that you go ahead and start prepping now, because sometimes prepping your food do take time.
It does.
Now, another one that I want to say is really just freezing your food. That's just the basic, that if you don't have any of these machines, any canner, dry freezer, dehydrator, anything, just freeze your food and freeze it. But if the power is out, you got to get prepared to make sure that you have something to be able to keep that freezer on.
That's
right. So if you do not have a generator or a solar generator, then get a inverter with the battery.
That's right.
Okay. So you do want to make sure that you go ahead and look into those type of things if you do not have the machines or the pots or to be able to preserve different type of foods.
Right.
What else would you suggest?
Well, I suggest making, what you want to drink as well. I saw this lady make some watermelon juice, and you could do that.
She canned it.
And she canned
the watermelon juice.
And that way, you've got food and you've got something to drink besides water. Water is good. Make sure you got water.
Oh, water is a must.
Yes. And matter of fact, what I've done is I've got my water for drinking, and I got my water in case the power go out.
For bathing
and flushing. My flushing's over here, my bathing is over here, and my drinking is over there. And it's important because they're banking on the shortage of food, and they're waiting for you to panic and just lay back and die. Don't do that.
Another thing that you can do once everything is going into destruction and we're doing what we're doing. One, always pray.
Yes.
Always pray.
Yes.
God is going to be with us regardless.
That's right.
Regardless if we feel like we going through it, we always have to know that everything works out for the good. But if you have to move, you can bury your food. Put it in something, bury your food, seal it tight, bury your food. It keeps it at a regular temperature. And they used to do that back in the old days. That's where right. They would bury their food and come back for it.
That's right.
So I'm not saying do that now, but if we do have to be out in the woods or out somewhere or having this big change of life, then understand that that is an option. You can bury your food, or if somebody come looking for your food or trying to take your food, bury it. Bury it.
You know, it's important to look at the whole situation. Now, if you're not coming back to that area, take your food with you, and where you're going to be stationed or where you believe you're more safe, then bury it. That way you can always come back.
We forgot one.
What?
The what's the thing called that you take the air out the bag?
The air out the bag?
You suck all the air out the bag. I forgot what it's called, y'all. If y'all know what it is, please put it in the comment.
Yes.
I think it's called a vacuum.
Yes, a vacuum bag.
The vacuum bags and the vacuum machine.
Yes.
If y'all know the name of it, y'all put that in the comments. That really helps as well. It takes all the air. The only thing you got to do, guys, to preserve food is take the air and the moisture out.
That's it.
That's all you have to do. So any type of way, if you're creative and you know how to take the air and the moisture out of food, you're on a winning team.
Absolutely.
You have it.
Absolutely.
Okay? So if there's anything else, y'all, put it in the comments so we can continue to help and share with other people.
Yes.